Mission working. 305. This is Ace, Robert, Danny, AD.
Esta es la isla,
Okay, R.
esta es la isla, esta es la isla.
Being like a big influence was Chente, right?
Che, ¿tú tienes calocha? ¿Qué es eso? Calor en la chocha.
Calor en el pecho, papi.
En verdad, si vas a seguir comentando crickets, vete a ver carajo, ¿viste?
Welcome to episode 1 of La Isla Sports Talks.
Sports, you already know who
You
it
got your
is.
host with the most, Robbie. We got Ed Buddy and AD from the Tory. You got the trifecta today for
Yes,
the
sir.
very important episode of Sports Talk over here
Yo,
with La
feel
Isla.
me?
And we're gonna start nice and fresh.
Hey, Papi Lebron.
Ha!
Papi Lebron.
Talk
Yo,
about
go.
LeBron.
What's up, bro? He got
LeBron
Luka.
James.
That's a LA show, baby.
Second seed.
And
You
let me
think they're winning?
And let's be honest, the West right now is not doing its best.
Yeah.
So this is the time for them to step up. And Luka is on a mission.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw him against that game versus Dallas, but he was
Yeah.
talking.
Oh, shit was
his
personal.
When
shit.
he hit that shot and he looked
And
at
he
the
turned
bench.
around at the bench and
Yeah.
said, "What's up, bruh?" The GM, the one that traded him, didn't even show up to the game.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd, that was the head coach, I wanted him out of there too. When he made like a fucking logo 3, he just turned around and looked at Kidd.
Like,
Kid
what's
didn't
up?
even look at him.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Bro, they
come on.
fumbled.
They big fumbled. They traded AD
fumbled.
and he's already injured. Come
Injured.
on now. Come on.
Let
that's
me tell
Luka.
you. Let me tell you why I think Luka is the perfect fit. Because I genuinely think he's like one of those guards that kind of like on a Magic Johnson
Yeah.
level. Like he
Slows the game down.
Yeah, he slows the game down. He's big.
It's at his own pace.
As his,
Yeah.
yeah, he controls the
The
pace.
game, the whole game.
And the good thing of LeBron personally, like, you know, some people won't say LeBron's the GOAT. Me personally, I would.
I would
But
100%.
still,
I agree with that.
LeBron is good at the same thing, at
Yep.
keeping pace.
Yeah.
Now, imagine yourself trying to defend that team. It's like the thing is that Luka technically can play the point guard, the shooting guard, the small
Exactly.
forward. LeBron could do as well or more actually.
Power
positions.
forward too.
Yeah.
And
So
center.
so when LeBron is heating up and you try to double team him,
You
Luka's
got
there.
Luka.
Of course. And LeBron doesn't need LeBron's in the type of like career state where he doesn't need to have the ball in his hand to
Yeah.
dictate the game. Like
Yeah.
if LeBron's on the court, you gotta guard LeBron.
Yeah.
And that's what happens now, bro. You got Luka.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if you're not guarding LeBron, you got Luka over there who you gotta guard Luka Magic.
And you got a Luka that's pissed.
Yeah, a Luka with a
Pissed
mention.
off.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
the best Luka you could get.
And let's not forget the wet person that went to the finals last year.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous that you would trade.
It's
the
never
person
happened. It's
that-
never
yeah.
happened.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He has the fire that he literally lost to Boston,
Yeah.
and then his team
Yep.
like left him.
Yep.
They kept Kyrie, who came after him.
Yeah.
So imagine when he goes in that court, he wants to kill.
I mean,
Yeah.
the things that
He
they
got
thought
that chip
about
on
him
his
was
shoulder.
like, you know, he used to smoke hookah.
That's
he
all
would drink
bullshit,
beer.
bro.
He would party.
Bro,
You know,
but Jokic.
exactly. That's a perfect example.
European
We
thing.
were seeing the court of gold when they won when Serbia made it to the finals.
Yeah.
They were drinking beers, bruh. I mean, they didn't make it to the finals. They won the third place bronze, but they celebrated. They were drinking beers, and bro, you know, we're not gonna sit down here and say that Jokic, with his dad bod, is not one of the best centers in the NBA right now. That's a
If not
two-time
the
champion.
best.
Exactly. I mean,
Bro.
one-time champion, two-time MVP. Come
Yeah.
on.
They're trying to do damage control. They're
Yeah.
trying to convince their fan base that they
was a
did
good
the right
trade.
thing.
I mean, and like, if you're a head coach, like, you're like, okay, do we pay Luka this max extension? Do we really think he's gonna stay healthy for us, or when he gets some money, is he gonna get lazy? Before we send all that money, let's get this guy out of here. And it's
how-
a business.
But it's so stupid though, because why do you think the guy that just got to the NBA and couldn't get that ring
Because
is gonna
they
feel
didn't think it
lazy?
was just all him. They thought that Kyrie would have been just enough since he's already
No.
been there.
No shot.
I mean, I completely agree with you, and I love Kyrie Irving, and I respect AD for what he's done. But damn, bro, like, do you really think that having Luka, that having Kyrie and AD would have been a better selection than having
No.
AD and Luka? I think I would have gone with AD and Luka.
Yeah.
Luka would have brought out the most out of AD. But whatever, I
Yes,
get it.
yes.
Kyrie and AD wanted to play
And-
together.
But still, and I'm gonna tell you, he went to the finals with Kyrie, and I'm telling you right now that LeBron and Luka is a better
For sure.
link
Yeah.
up than
10
Kyrie and Luka.
Luka's a better scorer.
Yeah.
Defensively, he's not all there.
He's a cone. He's a
But
traffic cone.
it's a thing that Kyrie and Luka are both ball handlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron, the thing is, he can be a ball handler, but
He doesn't
he
need
could
to.
also not
he's,
be.
He's a floor general, bro.
Yeah,
and
a
he
floor
knows
gen-
He
has
does everything.
He has a big IQ for him to even know that without the ball. Like he was calling a play. I don't know if you saw that. He was calling a play from the side, telling Luka to you grab the ball and take the kick out. And
Yeah.
he called the play without the ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
And it's prime example to when we were Jits that we used to see the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of that big three, the one who took the biggest step back was the one that was there the longest, D Wade.
D-Wade.
Yeah.
Because D Wade was the all-star scorer for that team. I mean, he was the leading scorer for that team. He was the all-star caliber
Yeah.
player.
He was
Yeah.
the dude.
And they brought Bosch and D Wade. And
D-Wade.
Bosch, who you would say was the third option, fuck no. Bosch was the main keystone out of that piece,
Yeah.
even with
Bro.
LeBron,
Yeah.
because he was getting those boards. He was
Yeah.
shooting threes,
Clutch.
spacing out the floor, things that you
Motherfucker
were
was
never
clutch.
seeing in 2012, 13, 14.
If it wasn't for that rebound, you already know.
Rebound.
Oh, if it wasn't for that rebound,
Rebound out
and
to
the
Allen.
kickoff to Allen to the side shot.
And that's one thing I love about LeBron. Like every time he's played with another great, he's never let his ego like
Never.
he'll let he let Kyrie take the final shot.
Mhm.
Yes.
He'll let
But-
Doncic take the last.
But that's because playing with the Heat had to get.
He's
you to
always
that
looking for the
mentality.
best play.
yeah,
And not even
He's
the
unselfish.
Olympics. The Olympics.
yeah.
In the Olympics, we have
Every
15, 12 of the best
Best.
NBA players in the
Yeah.
world. And
Best
you have to play
players,
team
best
basketball.
Best basketball players
In the world.
And-
Let's
and
just say it
dream
like
team.
that.
Of course.
Because the NBA is the best league.
Exactly. And what they do, they didn't do, oh no, we have a lineup of
You gotta-
5 All-Stars.
you gotta
No, we
swallow your
have
ego.
a team
Yeah.
basketball,
Yeah.
like fundamentals.
Mhm.
And who was the leader of that?
LeBron.
team?
Bro.
LeBron. And he
So-
had Curry in there
Yeah.
cooking. He had
Yeah.
KD in there cooking. And he was playing full
Bro,
game.
KD went crazy.
And he's the best Olympic basketball player.
Bro.
known to man. He's the all-time scoring leader in all of Olympics.
But they both got chips on their shoulders, right?
course.
now.
You have
LeBron
to.
and Luca.
Yeah.
That's why I think they're gonna win.
I think
Because
so,
I
too.
think Doncic has that mentality: is I'm gonna give it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go as hard. They doubted me
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in my hometown. Now I'm playing with
Yeah.
one of the best that understands me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if you saw the first game, you could already tell that
Like that, bro.
LeBron changed the
It's a
whole
match made in
the
heaven.
whole game plan of the Lakers.
Mhm.
He's like, okay, we got
you
Luka
have to.
now.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to.
You're a completely different
but-
identity of a team.
But good, and by the way, JJ Redick, shout out to
Bro,
him.
bro, coach
He's
of
a
the year.
Amazing
great-
head
he's a
coach.
Coach of the
great
year.
coach. He
Coach of the year.
understands how they work,
Mhm.
and he's letting Luka ball handle, but at the same time, LeBron is doing what he has to do,
Exactly.
which
Yeah.
is role play at the same time,
Be LeBron.
score, but also Luka's gonna be the main handler, and
Correct.
I genuinely think that slow paced game
Yes.
is gonna be perfect.
he
for
gets
LeBron.
he gets the important rebounds that you need.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He gets those passes.
The passes.
He gets the points when you need them. But not
Yeah.
only that, now you have and you know that to your left you got a lethal fucking scorer
Mhm.
that will literally get you a bucket
Yeah.
anywhere if you need it. And then on top of that, they got the third man AR
Ooh,
that he's cooking and he's a
AR-15,
rook
brother.
and he's not a
And
rookie
Dalton-
anymore.
Dalton.
Delta.
And you have Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think that they lack on
is the center.
is the center position and power
That's
forward
right.
position. But they're getting there.
I think you could get
but
away
still,
with it.
but still, think about it. What was the two teams that made the finals last year?
Last year,
Boston
100%,
and
yeah,
Dallas.
and they were playing small ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, Boston had Alford.
the new meta.
And we'll talk about
yeah,
Boston
but,
now.
But Horford doesn't play your typical center
You're right,
position.
you're
He
right.
plays like Bosch.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
plays outside,
Yeah.
like and stuff like
The
that.
true center there was KP at the 4 because
Yeah.
he was getting the boards. They just had Al Hartford at the side to the 5 to go for those
but
corner threes
bro,
and
the
shit.
last 5 years we've been playing small ball.
Yeah.
I believe genuinely, even
They could
without
do it.
having a great center,
Yeah.
they could do it.
It's not even about not having a great center. They just don't have a lot of depth in that position. They have
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, they got Jackson Hayes, and they have a couple other things. But maybe LeBron does say, hey, you know what? Maybe I could just play a small forward and assist them out because he
Yeah.
can. Because Luka could be the point guard, and then you got AR at the shooting guard.
Yep.
LeBron could be the 3. You got other 2
I'm pretty
positions
sure
right
that's
there
how
where you
they're
can help
running.
out.
I'm
And
pretty
that's
sure that's how-
technically going to be a big
I'm,
lineup.
I'm pretty sure that's how they're running.
For sure, because LeBron
Yeah.
sometimes has ran as the small as
plays
the power
every
forward
single
also.
Yeah,
plays
but
everything.
usually he runs a small.
Yeah.
No.
So let's see. And another team that we got to be on the lookout is Boston, bro. Boston right now is
always.
looking scary. It's looking
Always.
like they can
The-
repeat.
The champs, yeah.
Listen,
But
I
the
have,
good thing is they're in the East.
yeah,
So
and I have Boston
but think
and
about
Lakers
it. Think
going to the
about it.
final.
Bro, the way that Luka's gonna come into that
Oh,
game,
no, it's different.
if it's gonna be the Lakers versus
Oh, it's
Celtics,
different.
by the
It's
way,
different.
already Lakers versus Celtics is the
Yeah.
matchup
Yeah.
of
But
the
listen-
NBA in all time. It's
Exactly.
always
Listen.
been that. And I can promise you, Jason Tatum might want it again. Cute.
Yeah.
But Luka and LeBron, especially LeBron, because
Going for five.
he wants to prove to the world
Yeah.
that at his age, when with no disrespect, Michael Jordan and Kobe are already not the players they were. He's putting MVP numbers.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah.
So he wants to show the world that I can get another chip at this age.
Yeah.
And if he gets this chip, I promise you,
Greatest of all
I
time.
think he's gonna retire in the next 2 or 1 year. He just wants to get one more chip, just to show the world.
And
Look,
with Bronny, because Bronny's in that team.
Yeah.
Technically, he's
Yeah.
a two-way.
I think right now he's still in the G League.
He's a two-way.
He's a two-way.
He's
Oh,
a
he's
two-way.
a
He's a
two-way.
two-way.
he
Yeah.
technically they could just sign him up to come in.
In the G League, he's been going crazy.
Going crazy.
He's dropping
Yeah.
numbers, but
Maybe
Listen,
that's what he needed.
He's
though.
been
course.
developing really,
Yeah.
really fucking fast.
because they're putting
He's-
him to play against the Lakers on the starting lineups and
Yeah.
stuff. And
And
that
you got to remember
develops him.
that heart attack thing too.
The
Yeah.
cardiac arrest, yeah.
Kind of had him a
Yeah.
little shook. So I think now he's getting like more used to
Yeah.
like
he had like a
You
cardiac
gotta think
arrest.
about it. He
Yeah.
basically died.
Yeah,
almost.
he wants
Yeah.
a cardiac
Yeah.
arrest. You
Literally.
technically die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
gotta get that little scare out of the way. But listen, you guys are talking about the Lakers, Boston. Where you leave OKC?
I like OKC and
Young
I,
kids.
but I
You
think
got
that it's not
Shai.
their window yet. They're too young, and not only are they too young, I think Shai Gilgeous Alexander is one of the best scorers that we have in the league right now, and Chet is great too. And
But he's
that's
a James Harden kind of player.
Yeah.
I don't
Free
think
throw?
I
They're
don't.
just young.
But it's not even about being young because I think it's the problem is that he's the type of player that is not really capable of leading a team in the sense of he's a great scorer.
Nah, listen, I'm gonna.
Do they have
disagree with
veterans
you
on that team?
one. Wait, but yes, they
Who?
do. Lugens Dort
Okay.
was somewhat there. I don't know. Steven Adams already left. He didn't
No,
resign back to go back to them because there was this thing where he was gonna leave the Pelicans to go back to OKC, and they have Chet. It's one of the youngest teams, but this is where I disagree with you. I think Shea is a good enough leader because he led Team Canada very deep into the Olympics, and he was their like go-to guy. Like
Yeah.
this is our captain, and for you to lead your nation, you know, basically to have your whole nation on your back, it's you know you gotta have that leadership mentality. And sometimes there's young people who come out with that leadership mentality. Look at D Wade.
D-Wade,
In
bro,
06,
Haslem.
07. He was the youngest player in the team, but
I
he was the
respect
captain.
that take, but I think there's a difference with a leader and a captain.
Okay.
Okay.
A captain means yes, you still are the number one, the go-to guy, the person that is gonna make shit happen. But a leader is like the person that leads, the
And it
team.
doesn't have you to be your star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-
No, Udonis Haslem.
Haslem,
Sat
bro.
on the bench
I-
and was a team captain.
That's what I'm
Um,
trying to say. I just think Shy sometimes, from the way I've seen him carry himself, he I don't want to say cocky because he's not cocky. He's confident in his game.
Yeah.
But I have seen, and you've seen too,
Mm-hmm.
that in moments in game, he gets frustrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think the best leaders have always
Kept their cool.
yeah.
But that's part. I think that's part of growing up. You
Yeah.
feel me? He's still young.
Exactly.
He's still young.
He's
He
still
can
young.
He's
develop.
young.
He can develop.
He has
to
it
be
in
that.
him. It just has to take time for actually,
Yeah.
to, you know.
But for right now, I don't think
It has to
I don't
sting.
think he's
You
gonna
have to
make
get
it the
stung. You gotta
finals.
get reality checked. Look at Jason Tatum. Made it to the finals. Lost to Steph Curry, a veteran. He was younger than
Yeah.
what it was, but that experience and mentality led him
Yeah.
to when he went back
Yeah.
there against Luka. He was like, "Bro, I faced Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I got, Luka now and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Let's not disrespect,
Right.
but we're talking about a different game changer. Curry
Yeah.
will
Oh,
really
the-
put that shit from anywhere."
Yeah.
In the OG podcast, Haslem always says, bro, the worst loss is when you lose in the finals. Bro.
Yes, but
Like-
look at the Warriors also too. Like the Warriors when they were back in the day before even going on their 72 run, 73 run, bro. They were almost getting like to
Yeah.
the finals. They were just getting down, bro, because it was a young trio of Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and then
No, that's
but
the,
what happened?
That's the year that they got 3-1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then what happened? They went into the run to the playoffs, and boom, they got smacked in the mouth with reality checked. Came the next year, Curry was a god. MVP season where he
But
dropped.
the 73-9 season is the one that they went all the way to the finals and
And they
lost
lost
to LeBron.
to
of
LeBron.
course, but
You're saying the
That's
year before.
before.
I'm talking about before they even made it to their first run,
Yeah.
right? To the
That they
one
kept making the playoffs
The one when they
consistently.
won 73 was their second chip,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Before him winning his first chip,
Mm-hmm.
they made it all the way, and the Clippers knocked them out, which
Yeah.
was the CP3 team.
Yes.
They got stung by reality check to a team that wasn't better than them.
Yeah.
If we put it on paper,
Yeah.
but they veteraned them out,
Yeah.
Correct.
and
Yeah.
that was the experience that they needed in order for them, you know, to actually make that stride
Yeah.
to go into the finals.
Correct.
What happened? The year after they went into the finals, everybody doubted them because they were the younger team. But who'd they beat? LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though it was LeBron, it's one of the best people, and a lot of people were doubting them. They had already been reality checked so hard. They're like, okay, we know how to keep it cool. We know where to go. Jason Tatum happened to him. Lost in the finals. Came back the next year. He wins. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron goes into the finals with Dallas. They got reality checked by freaking Dirk Nowitzki because they started talking shit about him.
JJ
And JJ
Barea.
Barea, and Dirk Nowitzki was dropping 40 on them. Repeated nights.
Yeah.
In 06 too. Didn't he make it to the finals in 06, LeBron?
No,
With
06 was,
Cleveland?
06 was when
D-Wade and Shaq.
Wait, what
D-Wade
year
won.
did he make it to the finals? His first
05.
year. 05?
It was either 04 or 5
Oh,
or
the
07.
first time he got it to the
He got
finals.
to the finals
with
with
the
Cavs.
Cavs.
Yeah, that they lost
05.
to San
05?
Antonio.
San
Yeah.
Antonio Spurs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he had no. He was
And
playing
he-
with fucking
yeah.
plumbers.
Yeah,
and
bro,
Walmart
bro,
people.
that lineup
He
is
went with
stupid.
fucking Ilgauskas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
Shout out Algaskas, bro.
That's why he's my goat. Like,
Didn't he win a ring here with Miami?
Yeah, my dad used to have an Algaskas.
Ilgauskas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on 06. He was part of the lineup. He
Oh, I
was
didn't know
he was like a third
No,
center.
I'm talking with LeBron when LeBron came here.
Nah.
He was on the team,
Yeah, he was too.
but I don't think he won.
Algaskas.
I think he was in.
That was the year that
Dallas.
they lost.
That they lost to
That was the year that they lost.
Yeah.
They still had Algaskas because Algaskas came back. Algaskas had 2 strides with the Heat. The one in 06, I'm capping. He wasn't in 06. He was with Cleveland in 06.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they went. And then when it was the first year in 2012, they signed Algaskas because they needed a center, and LeBron knew Algaskas, and then that's when they went all the way, but then they lost.
Yeah.
Next year is when we signed Birdman. 'Cause he was dropped
Birdman.
from Denver. Where we
Denver.
get the whole.
Fucking love Birdman,
Yeah.
bro. Right. In the OG podcast, they said that he would drink a bunch of coffee before
Yeah.
the game,
Just to get wired.
like overdose of coffee.
Yeah, and
just
back
to
in the
be
60s,
wired.
they were doing lines of cocaine.
Insane,
Yeah.
insane work, brother.
Bro, I don't know if you've watched this documentary on Netflix about, I forgot what it was called, but it's about the NBA, and it's LeBron, Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
they go.
The one
It's,
that keeps up with them.
Yeah. And I remember watching the part that LeBron's talking about Bronny
Mm-hmm.
and that whole situation. And bro, like that shit looked
Yeah, it's tough, brother.
Cry,
Dude,
bro.
you know
like,
what it is to see your son go through
Yeah.
a cardiac
yeah,
arrest?
yeah, nah. it
You
was-
don't wish that on nobody.
Brother.
but-
And you know, like he had to like relearn how to walk and shit
Yeah.
like that.
That's
like,
how I always tell my people, bro. Like, if you're an athlete, listen, your heart rate is already up there, brother, naturally.
yeah,
Imagine putting something that's not supposed to be there. Your heart rate's gonna go crazy, brother.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he was doing none of that. I just generally
Nah.
feel
Nah,
like
nah, but
he-
there's some athletes that be going crazy too.
Yeah, no.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And
but that wasn't his case.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
It's just-
it was just
He got overworked. It was just one of those days where he was maybe fatigued, didn't have the right
Yeah.
food
yeah.
or the right rest.
yeah,
But they had to resuscitate him in the court.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cardiac arrest, brother.
LeBron,
Bro.
like I think, gifted something to
Shout
the
out.
And he
lady.
says,
Shout out
and
to
he
the-
says in a dog,
Yeah.
he's like, look, I'm not gonna blame you if you don't want to play basketball ever again.
Obviously, yeah.
And you know what he said? He's like, no, ask the doctor when I could play basketball
Mhm.
again
That's real shit.
Exactly.
because I want to get right back into that court.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's some dedication.
That's because he's committed.
That's why I always say it doesn't matter where you come from, brother. You gotta have it in you.
It wakes
You
something
could be
up
the
in you.
richest kid, but you gotta
Insane.
want it, bro.
Yeah. And
You gotta
sometimes
want
you
it.
have that in you. Like
Yeah.
I think out of the most talented 2 brothers, I think Bryce is more talented because he is like a
Yeah.
KD feel. But
6'6", brother.
Bronny has
Has
like
the
that
heart.
He
LeBron
has it.
instinct
He
that
has
like
it.
in him of that
He has
dog
it.
because
Yeah.
he's outsized, right?
He's gonna be a great
he's,
six.
he's
man,
out
brother.
skilled, but one thing that he has is that
Yeah,
mentality of LeBron.
I think he'll be a great.
He's
six-man.
amazing
being
six man,
being
brother.
being next to LeBron, bro, you learn things,
Mhm.
and LeBron's been coaching him since like
That's
AAU.
another thing why I'm hyped for Luka to play with LeBron.
Yeah, bro. The IQ you have.
Yeah, IQ there is
bro,
insane because
you
Luka,
have to be the smartest guy to play with LeBron.
brother. But the perfect person to play with Luka, the perfect person to play with LeBron is Luka. Luka's
Yeah.
been a professional basketball
Yeah.
player in
15
Spain
years old.
since 15 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was playing with Real Madrid, taking them to championships,
National
freaking
team.
bodying Europeans. He came into the league and he was like, all these young ass kids think that they gonna beat me.
Yeah. And bro, talking about European, bro, Wemby,
Yeah, well,
Brother, bro.
I wear blood clots, right?
dog, blood clots in the shoulder, and that's scary, bro. Because I think that's what Chris Bosh had.
Well, Chris
But it's
Bosh
a little
had-
bit different,
He had him
right?
in his
But-
lungs.
Yeah, but
So it
blood
was
clots are
different.
still scary.
Yeah, blood clots are never good. I mean, and he is really, really young. He hasn't gone through a lot. He
And
did play a lot
It's
overseas.
been beautiful. He's been doing with CP3.
Bro,
Yes.
CP3 has
Been
been
killing it.
teaching him so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Been
And
killing
not
it.
only that, bro, what he did with France,
yeah.
Yeah.
like taking them far in there, like
Bro,
yeah, I
he's been
heard-
training with.
He's a future superstar.
Oh,
for
bro.
sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the face of the league with
face,
Anthony
exactly.
Edwards and Shy. And all these
Anthony
people.
Edwards,
Anthony Edwards
is gonna
is
be
a
the
dog,
face of the league.
bro, a
I'm
dog.
telling you, like
Yeah.
as soon as he gets a right team around
Bro.
him, he's gonna be
He
unstoppable.
a
reminds
baller.
me so
That's
so
all he
much
does,
of a
bro.
young D
Michael.
Wade.
Or like
Okay.
KD, bro. All he does is play
He
basketball.
reminds me of Michael.
Yeah,
Like
that
the
instinct.
that way he moves. The
yeah,
way
way
D Wade had that too. Like they have like that dog instinct. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's me or you, fight or flight,
like,
baby.
Yeah.
He's in that same show. I remember watching him, and like he was coming out, and they won. They won like I think it was like by like 5-6 points.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, clapping up. He's pissed. And everybody's like, yo, you good?
Yeah.
He's like, unacceptable. Like, I can't believe that
Yeah.
I think it was against the Jazz or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, we're winning by 5 points. Like,
Yeah.
and this is mid-season.
Yeah.
And he got pissed.
Yeah, you
Like,
have
that's that kind of like Michael
brother,
Jordan.
to be
Like,
to
Tom
be
Brady
great.
shit.
To be
Yeah.
great, you gotta have because at the end of the day, they're on the same level. You're all
Yeah.
pros. You gotta have that chip on your shoulder,
Bro.
brother. Like Shaq said, Jason Kidd didn't know about the trade. Kyrie didn't know about the trade. But in your head, you gotta be like, fuck you, you guys knew. So I'm gonna go all out and I'm gonna fuck you guys up
Yeah.
whenever I play against you.
And they knew. Let's be real.
but
They
but
knew.
to end the Thunder thing, I think they're too young right now. But they'll go to like the quarterfinals, I think. Or
Yeah,
something like
they
that
gotta
in
get the
West.
experience, bro. Because at the end, it's a long season, brother. Your
And-
body is destroyed by the time
last
you get
year,
to the playoffs.
last year they were impressive. They were like the number
Yeah.
1-2 seed, and they made it to the playoffs. But how he said, they're gonna have
And-
strides.
Anthony Edwards made it a playoff, and I felt like he ran out of gas.
And
He just ran out of gas.
and he didn't have too much backup.
Yeah.
You know who you got to look out for too? The Knicks.
The
I knew you were gonna
Knicks,
say that.
Brunson, Carl, what's his name?
Carl
Cat,
Towns.
Cat is feeling some type of way.
Ooh-wee.
He's
chugging it
feeling
from
some
the-
type of way. He's playing.
sassy.
He's on some Lucas shit.
Yeah,
He's
he
feeling
going
some type of
crazy.
way that he
He
got
did-
traded like
he
that.
did the
Está con los
exact same
Domi.
thing.
Está con los Domi allá en Nueva
Yeah.
York.
He did the exact same thing to the Timberwolves when he played against them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daylights. He was chucking threes.
Mhm.
But you know it's the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's why I don't always put
Yeah.
too much trust in.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean,
they have a tradition of.
Shit, at this point, I think it's gonna be Boston and the Heat. Fuck it.
nah. I think Boston and the Lakers will take it all the way to the end.
I'm sorry, like I love the Heat. But
Nah,
man,
they're
I
not.
don't-
They're
I don't
not.
think-
They're getting better. They're getting better with Wiggins.
We need somebody though.
We need someone.
We will. It's just not gonna be
When
this
the fuck are we
season.
gonna get a big guy? Because Khalil Ware is fire. Don't get me
No, but
wrong.
he's good enough, and we got Nico, and Nico
That's
is
that new number 7.
Yeah.
the light
number
skin.
7 is Khalil Ware. He's a new rookie
He's
center.
nice.
He's
Balling.
dirty.
And
He's dirty.
Nico is the perfect person
He's
to
like a
play next
Wemby.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Wemby.
Nico's the perfect stretch to play next to him, as well as Bam.
Mhm.
So I think they just gotta develop, and the Heat, you know how they
You
are.
think we
They're
have a
like-
leader in the?
we
in
do.
the
We
Heat?
have Bam, and we got Tyler.
You
You gotta
think
give
they're a
it
real leader,
time,
brother.
bro. You gotta give it time. You gotta let it
Bro,
happen,
how long has Bam been in the league?
brother.
I'm not throwing
Bam
any
is
shit
a
on Bam.
leader.
You feel me? But
Bam is a leader.
Bam is not a leader.
Yes, he is. Listen, Bam has been leading that team defensively. He's their defensive anchor. Their
But
defense
that's not what
runs
leader
around.
means.
Of
like,
course,
you
it
know?
runs on. It's a leader in the game, in the floor. You gotta have a leader. Bam is calling plays down at the 4, and he's their defensive anchor. Their defense runs around Bam Adebayo. He's one of the best defensive players in the NBA. Guards the 1 through 5, and nobody could do that. You could think I'm capping, and everybody has their own opinions.
I
but it's-
disagree with that take.
for sure. You can. But Bam Adebayo has put up in 2 seasons with the people who have been the defensive players of the year that have won, he's put up better numbers than them.
I understand. He's a great
Rudy
player.
Gobert?
Player.
He's a great player. He's an excellent player.
I
I'm
just
telling
don't-
you, a leader.
Defensive player. Okay,
Like a leader.
let's be real.
Like,
A leader, you don't need to be in
you don't have to be a star to be a leader.
you don't have to be a star to be a leader. You don't need to be in there. But if your team is following the way that you're playing, and if you're having a good game and your team is out there
Yeah,
having a
it
good game,
contaminates the team.
they're running.
Yeah.
They're running around you. The ball's running around you, and Tyler's the other leader. Does he have that mentality to really lead and it shows it? Probably not.
But I don't think Bam either has that.
Okay, but they don't really need that because they have one of the best head coaches in all of the NBA.
Yeah, but the head coach can only do so much.
So
You
much.
can, but that's why you need to have those. And I think Bam orchestrates that defense
Mhm.
because Jimmy, a lot of the times he was the leader. Why? Because they would play around him. And let's put respect where respect needs to be due. Is Tyler one of the best players in the NBA? Probably not. He's an all-star. but he is just what the Heat need to get over that hump. He's getting into scoring at an all-time
Yeah.
high.
Mm-hmm.
What would they
He's getting
probably
better.
need? Wiggins, who's already a champion, needs to start finding his role there. Because I think that Wiggins is a good piece for that team.
Yeah, he has always been
Yeah.
a role player kind of.
If you put Tyler at the 1, and you have that Davion Mitchell maybe probably at the 2 to get you a point guard, that's the one thing that I think they lack because Terry Rozier hasn't been what they wanted Terry Rozier to be.
You know what's the missing piece? And call me crazy and call me delusional.
Jordan.
Anthony Edwards.
Do you think they're going to give up Anthony Edwards? The reason they give up Cat was for them not to give up Anthony Edwards. I could live in a perfect world here.
He's
and tell
gonna be
you
a
no,
free
they-
agent, right? If he doesn't
Of
sign the
course.
max.
And what do you think that the Heat were doing when they were down there in the Olympics with Bam Adebayo and Coach Spo?
And the
recruiting.
problem is that we're so stingy. Like we could have
Exactly.
Dame Lillard.
Or KD.
We already got out of the KD talks. Again, every year we get out of it and we get in because he wants to come to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But Pat Riley don't want to give that cheese.
Yeah, but
Is that
KD,
dumb?
KD would be such a
Bro.
Hey, if you put KD on that team, wrap it up. It's
Wrap
game
it
over.
up,
Demon,
bro.
brother.
Wrap it up. But if you
Bro.
would have put Damian Lillard on that team too.
Yeah,
Wrap it
wrap
up
it
with
up.
Butler.
But I think
Wrap
KD's
it
the
up.
better option.
KD's the better
Bro,
option.
KD is a fucking. He's deadly.
Experience-wise.
He's deadly. He's a scorer.
He's a
He'll find the
leader.
rim.
And you
brother.
don't have to take out anybody from that team
You don't.
because he could play the 3, he could play the 4, he could play the 5.
Yeah.
You could goddamn put him at the 1, and he'll still play that shit.
Well, it's too late for that now.
and
We
the
gotta
Heat is
ride
the
with this
perfect team for that.
And
But
he's getting old already. We should get him right now.
Yeah.
but we're not going to.
I know.
Trust me, we're not going
Tragic.
to.
Positive
much-
vibes. Positive vibes.
As much as I would want to, we're not going to. We're already out of the talks.
So what you guys think, Jimmy and Curry? Nice little run they're doing. They're going crazy right now.
Mm.
Curry dropped like 56 the other day.
I think they're getting
could-
better.
They could have a run.
They're getting better and they're having a run. Jimmy is kind of like the piece
I still
that
think the
that
team
team
to beat
needed.
is LA.
Do I think that they're gonna make it to the finals? No.
They gotta play.
They have a chance.
They have a possibility.
My thing is
I
that
think they have the second highest possibility on the West.
Jimmy's that player that they needed to get over the hump. It's just Jamon's not being what he needs to be, and they don't have a good solid.
But I
But
feel
it's
like-
hard though, because Jimmy and Draymond, like, I wouldn't say they play the same role, but they play similar roles.
Yeah.
They do, but Jimmy can still go out there and score for you.
I
and
think
then
they complement each other. Draymond and Butler, I think they're gonna end up.
and you still
complementing
got
each other.
Buddy Hield, so it's Buddy Hield and Curry
Like,
up
forgot
there in that
about
Buddy
backcourt.
Hield is a good
You got
piece.
Jimmy at the 3. You got Draymond at the 4. What you're lacking on is your 5 and your center, and that's where you're getting attacked on the most. Teams are coming out here now, out fucking like muscling you.
Mhm.
So
It's gonna be a fun playoffs, man. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be
It's
interesting.
gonna
Yeah.
be
for sure.
really, really fun.
yeah,
Luka,
basketball season's at
And
an
I'm
all-time high.
gonna be rooting for
Brother.
the Lakers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I want the Lakers to win.
Yeah.
I want Braun to get that 5th
Yeah.
ring. Right? He has
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
Fifth ring. That fucking goal put it to fucking sleep.
And
brother, 'cause-
Luca.
Yes,
deserves
sir.
one.
Luka
Yeah.
deserves one.
Oh, bro, Luka gets the ring, brother. He's gonna be celebrating. He's gonna be smoking hookah.
Uh,
Gonna be drinking beer.
Yeah.
Right?
Playing Bad
That's-
Bunny. Like I used to be on the
Bad
bar.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't Sergio. He was jamming out to
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
He
Nah,
speaks Spanish.
Yeah, he played Real Madrid.
Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Spanish boy. Mexico. No, it's not. It's not Mexico. But yeah, bro.
It's been real, bro.
It's been
I
real.
think this is a great segment.
Yeah.
First episode of this segment where we were talking about it. We're
Yeah.
gonna get different people here for different
Yeah.
things.
We're gonna have. I'm trying to get during the NHL playoffs. I'm trying to get someone in.
Yeah, Panthers
knows.
are making moves. They traded
100
with the
yeah.
Blackhawks.
We
They're
put Kachuk down on the injury list.
exactly. So let's
That's
see.
a big Kachuk is that's
Yeah,
a big loss.
He's huge.
That's a big loss.
huge.
The Marlins. I'm not even gonna. Well, I'm gonna cover the Marlins a little bit in the sports section. from
Sandy,
time to time.
what is it? Sandy is gonna be the starting pitcher for
Sandy
opening day.
Alcantara is gonna be opening day. He's gonna be traded. I'm
mean-
calling it now.
Who else?
He's gonna get traded.
We'll talk about a bit of soccer.
and A little bit of soccer too,
Soccer
with the
too,
World
yeah.
Cup coming up.
World
I don't
Cup
know.
coming up to the
And,
States.
I don't know the Champions League too.
Champions League. I was
Yeah.
gonna tell you
Champions
that.
League going crazy. Neymar going to his hometown
Yeah.
Santos.
too.
And people think that he's leaving already because they signed a short term. People think he
Well,
might be
I
going
mean,
back
I
to Barca.
understand.
I'll give you a whole breakdown
Yeah.
on that one. when
It's
we do that
understandable.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things going on in the sports world, bro, and just stay tuned, bro.
Yeah, stay tuned. I mean, this has been a great episode. I hope
Yeah.
you guys get the idea of what we got coming up for you guys in these segments. We also got other ones where we just talk about just straight wrestling. It's La Isla Wrestling Talks in that segment. But I feel like with this one, we could update y'all with our teams, our favorite teams, hometown teams, it's sports and all the sports that we see. Because like
Yes,
you
sir.
saw soccer, wrestling in another podcast. Because that just goes
We
on
all
and
watch
on
the
and
different
on.
stuff.
But yeah,
UFC,
exactly, and it's all of the
UFC.
knowledge that we got: soccer,
Yeah.
baseball, football, whatever the case may be, MMA, all the stuff. And we're gonna go see
All
bare
of the
knuckle
above,
fights
brother.
and stuff. So we're definitely gonna be talking about those here.
Right.
So
The
just
off season during summertime when there's nothing happening, cricket.
wrestling.
If anything, we'll talk about greats.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, so we'll keep it here and there.
Yeah, we'll be
about certain
stay tuned
things.
to our Instagram page too that we're posting
And
new
TikTok.
sports news.
Yeah, and the NFL Combine coming up
NFL
soon.
Combine coming out soon.
we're trying to
Travis
see-
Hunter said he's better than Otani.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, brother, but
Whatever.
You better hold this bitch down.
But we're gonna keep you guys updated on all of our sports stuff, and I know you guys have been liking all of our sports updates that we have over there at La Isla Talk. Shout out Bodie over here with all of our
Yes,
crazy
sir.
ass graphics. But yeah, stay tuned, keep it real, and like how I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and if
Oh,
you
yeah.
haven't yet so far into this video, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh God.
Like
Subscribe.
subscribe
Log in.
already.
a
and
click
like,
away,
bro.
man. Subscribe
Like-
and hit the bell.
Do you
Log
think
in.
you think your eyes are gonna get us paid, bro? Nah,
Come on.
hit that like and subscribe button, bro.
Come
Give me
on,
some
dog.
cheese.
You
Give me
already
that
know.
money.
It's free to subscribe.
It's been real, guys.
Been
Nah,
real. Thank
guys.
you.
Stay safe.
Signing out.
Vete pa'l carajo, ¿oíste?
For real.
Este,